And stocking up today, Joe Cusick of the Cusick Group joins me now, and he's watching the action that's happening in Merck. This is a big pharma stock. Joe, good to have you back on the show.
Thank you, Angie.
So we just wrapped up the big oncology conference that took place here, taking a look at some of the latest treatments for cancer. Hot topic. Everybody wants it to go away. So what do you see happening in Merck?
You know what? Yesterday I saw some activity. The August 57.5 calls are slightly out of the money. The stock was trading at 56 and some change. The two things that you're seeing here is that there's not the conviction to buy the stock outright. They want to have a fixed risk. So buying those calls and accumulating those, and over a shorter period of time, right around 60 days, which is my threshold when I want to buy options. This is very interesting. I want to keep an eye on this. Also, it could be somewhat of a safety trade too. Biotechs and drug stocks, specifically drug stocks, tend to be some safe havens. They have high dividend yields, and then when uncertainty comes in the marketplace, and we've clearly been seeing that.
We've had a lot of uncertainty in this market.
There could be some interest in there, some positioning going into the latter half of this summer, just to make sure that they have some exposure to some safety stocks.
Okay, and Merck is a big dividend player, so there you have it. Freeport McMoran is also on your list. What do you see happening there, Joe?
You know what? We saw for the first time a draw out of the LME as far as copper stocks. Yes, there's uncertainty in China. You're going to continue to hear that headline for quite a bit of time. Freeport is a copper miner, and what I saw yesterday was 10,000 of the July week 1 10.5 puts traded for 63 cents. Now the stock is trading at 10.63. These are slightly out of the money going into next week. This is very interesting, especially with Brexit, the uncertainty of what's going on in China, the continuation of the global concerns by central banks, the Fed, the World Bank about growth.
Right.
It could mean that these metals, these
tangibles,
these heavy materials that quite often, if they're starting to uptick, means that there are infrastructure plays and so forth. In other words, growth. If we don't see an uptick on that, and continued uptick as far as draws, that could mean some challenges. And over the next couple of weeks, truly believe that there are some challenges in the forefront.
Right, because people use things like copper to build homes and buildings, so when economies are good, these are stocks that have the potential to rally.
Correct.
Good to have you on the show. Thank you.